This is what I use. Now, I have had paid softwares in the past. I have had, screen recording softwares. I've had a lot of different things and tried a lot of different things. OBS is a free screen recording software. Now, there are a lot of screen recording softwares out there, and you can go a number of different routes, go with whatever you are most comfortable with. However, that said, I have found, in my personal opinion, that OBS is one of the best screen recording softwares out there, and it's free, so you get a good bang for your buck. Now, you see here, my Snowball Yeti microphone is plugged in right now. I keep wanting to say Yeti. It's just a Snowball. I used to have a Yeti that's blue. Right here, you can just see, the Snowball right here. Right, so that's plugged into the computer. You can see it literally. If I stop talking, it goes down, right? So then you can obviously, manipulate your sound right there and plug different things in. You could also, have a... one of the things I'm going to talk about here in a second, the lavalier mic. But basically, this is how you film a course, right? So you're going to use the screen recording software for a majority of it. I built a large majority of my channel up. Now you'll see I disappear and I'm still in the little corner. I can't see myself, but you can see me. So this is how I film the majority of my courses, right? Just screen recording software. You'll also notice that every once in a while, I'll hop in front of the camera. So the main ways that you can do it are screen recording and camera. Screen recording is super, super simple because it makes it very, very easy. Everything comes in one little package, and then you can just edit clips out when you're editing and going through the process. Also, filming on a camera or even filming on your phone is very, very easy. So, like I said, this is screen recording. You can put your face, you can move your face. I can move myself up here, I can move myself down, and obviously you see the little window that people can see for your computer right here. Now you can also flip screen and then just simply disappear your face. You can also drag this entirely up, and then that will be just your face. So if you don't want to go ahead and record on a camera like we're going to talk about here in a second, I keep pointing down because I'm literally going to run through my camera bag here with you in a second. But you can film, you don't need a camera or a phone. You can also just simply use your webcam on your computer if your webcam is half decent. So that's one of the things you'll see. I have screen set up, I have both set up, and then I don't actually have face set up because I usually record with my camera. But you can. Now this is a little bit, it's not hard, but it's kind of, I'd say it's somewhat advanced to set up. You can do it very, very easy if you just watch a tutorial on YouTube, or you spend, an hour setting your OBS up. You can do it very, very easily. Now, one of the ones that I got started with that's actually 100% free as well is Screencast-O-Matic. It's very, very beginner friendly, and the reason that I suggest this to beginners is it's super, super simple. You don't have to set anything up. You don't have to, literally set all these little things up and add, audio, add your video source, and add all sorts of sources. You literally just, you download it, then you click the little button and it starts recording, and you'll see the timer go off, right? So with the free version, it does come with a little Screencast-O-Matic like this right here, watermark down in the corner, but very rarely, if you look at some of my old videos and some of my old courses, very rarely can anybody even notice that it's going to be there. I had hardly even noticed that it's going to be there. It's like all the way down here and it's barely visible. It just says Screencast-O-Matic, right? But you can also upgrade for Screencast-O-Matic. I think it's super cheap. I want to say it's like $20 for the year or something like that. Very, very cheap. This is one that I recommend on top of OBS, and this is going to be perfect for the people that are recording their screen and have, walkthroughs. A lot of what I do and a lot of what other people do are like walkthroughs of actually the click patterns on your computer, and that's very, very valuable because one, it's easy to produce for you, and two, it helps other people see exactly what you're doing so that they can learn to replicate it, especially for things like online marketing, right? Like if I were teaching an Instagram course, I could either record my phone, which you can simply download an app to record your phone screen and then talk into your phone as well, and that can be another way that you can do it as well. But you'll see here, if I was doing like an Instagram video and teaching Instagram, it clearly benefits me to record my screen and show Instagram, show exactly what I'm doing, show how I approach other things. And that's why I recommend screen recording software for most people. Now, if you don't want to do screen recording software and you're more like the person that I recommended to, film soccer videos, or you need to get out there and, do other things, then what you want to do is you probably want to go with a tripod, right? So there are super cheap tripods. This is one of the best out there in my opinion. There's a bunch of them and they're always very cheap. You see this tripod right here is literally like a handheld tripod. I would show you right here, but they're actually at my apartment. So this is it's super self-explanatory. You can literally put this in your hand and hold it, and then you can manipulate it all sorts of ways to like bend how you want it and then sit that way. It comes with other connectors too, and this is not the one that I have, but the one that I have is very, very similar to this one, right? And then what that will allow you to do is it'll either allow you to hold your phone or your camera, and you can put your camera or a phone on top of these tripods, or you can obviously set it down as well. So if you want to set your phone or your camera on a table, this is perfect for it. Or you could also go with, and this is something that I have as well, if we just go to to like my orders, you can basically go and you can buy the normal standing tripod. And I actually have a standing tripod. I have a bunch of these. There's one right behind you, but I'll just show it to you, or right behind me actually, or you. I'll show you the tripod right here that I bought. It's a Ballon camera tripod, great. And this is also the other. Is this the one that I bought? No, that's not it. That's the cheap one. Doesn't look like that one's popping up. But let me just show you the. This is the main one that I bought. I recommend Ballon. Now, I'm not going to link to this, but there's a million tripods out there. There's a bunch of great ones. And you'll see the camera just sits up there. So that way you don't need somebody filming you. You can literally just pop it up and then press record and start recording. So like I said, you can use your camera if you don't want to spend a lot of money. Just your camera and a simple tripod like this and some free screen recording software will get you the most bang for your buck, and you can start doing that. Or if you want to go, and I don't recommend this for most people, but if you do want to go with a camera, one of the ones that I did recommend in the beginning of the course, you don't need a DSLR when you're starting. You don't need to drop $2,000 on a camera and a nice lens. Just a simple Lumix is perfect for people that are recording because it's super, super lightweight. You can literally put it and carry it practically anywhere. And it comes with, if you do the one that I recommended, it literally comes with a lens that's super adjustable for long and broad, just vision as well. Or you can kind of, just hold it close with like your what's it called, the tripod, right? And then kind of vlog if that's what you're doing. So there's a number of ways to do it. If you don't want to go with the camera route and you don't really need anything crazy, I would just simply recommend going with your phone. You can film pretty quality content with your phone, and all these tripods should come with adjusters that allow you to pop your phone into them. You'll see here's like a good example of one right there. You see like that little piece in the front with like the circle, like right, I wish I could like actually see it. Like right here, like the circle and this little adjuster, that will allow you to pop your phone into it and it will hold your phone right in place. So these are great options for you. Another thing, like a mic, you can literally pop like a shotgun mic up into your camera, or you can go with like a wireless lavalier as well. Both are really great options, and I talk about a lot of those already in the lecture where I'm talking about exactly what I recommend that you use. But I just want to talk about a bunch of different ways that you can film courses, because there are a number of ways and a number of great methods, and believe it or not, despite what a lot of people think, you don't need a lot of money and a lot of crazy equipment to get started. You can literally start with a free recording software like OBS, or you can start with Screencast-O-Matic, and you can also start with your cell phone or a very, very cheap camera. It's up to you, whatever you want to put into it. But if you don't have a lot of capital to invest, what I would recommend first is starting out with something cheap, like a free software, and maybe your phone and like a cheap tripod. Build some sort of a platform, maybe make like 3 to 4 courses, and then once you generate like $500 to $1,000, invest some of that profit into some other equipment so that you can scale your business and create better content. Alright, so we briefly just touched on the main ways that you can screen record videos from your computer, right? And basically what you're going to do to recap is you're going to use the webcam on your computer, or if you really want to get more advanced, but we're not going to touch on it right here because it is kind of it's adding more, variables to the equation, let's say, is you can actually use a camera like I'm recording with right now and then put that over top in your editing software, okay? So basically we just touched on screen recording and using your webcam and using an external microphone like I recommended, like this blue snowball right here, that is literally plug and play into your computer, right? You plug it in, then you set it up with your screen recording software, whether that's OBS, which is a free version, whether that's the free version of Screencast-O-Matic, like you heard me touch on a little bit previously, or whether that's Loom. Now, Loom is a great way to also do screen recording, and how you can use Loom, which is another free, completely free, very, very easy to use screen recording software, a lot like Screencast-O-Matic, but has none of like the limitations of 10 minutes, actually records HD, better quality videos, and doesn't take a long time to set up like OBS. It's super, super, super easy to use. It's what I use for the majority of my screen recordings now, although OBS is still a very, very great option, and Screencast-O-Matic is as well, if you want to touch on that, okay? So we touched on screen recording with Loom if you want that video, right? We touched on basically screen recording on your computer, doing it that way. Another way that you can record content and YouTube videos if you're creating your own content is basically to talking head videos like I'm talking about right here, right? So you can use the camera. Now you're gonna hear me recommend the Lumix like I did before. I'm also gonna touch on, you know, all the equipment that I recommend that you look into a little bit more in depth in the actual next lecture. So you can watch that, and I'll recommend, you know, microphones, I'll recommend tripods, I'll recommend, you know, cameras like I'm using right here. I'll recommend, you know, whether it's the lavalier or it's like the blue snowball. So I'll recommend all that in the next lecture, as well as tripods like this if you wanna use your phone, or just, you know, you can actually put a camera on this as well, or you're gonna buy an adapter that, you know, hooks your phone up, and then everybody can use their phone, right? So you can do talking head videos a lot like this. There's basically 3 main ways to record videos, whether you're recording courses or you're recording videos for YouTube or places like this, right? So the 3 main ways, like we touched on, is screen recording your computer screen. Now you can obviously use your webcam and put yourself in the corner like you saw in the last video, or you can just record your screen. You don't actually have to get on camera at all, right? You can just record your screen. I built the entirety of my channel on YouTube, and, you know, probably my first 15 to 20 courses just recording my screen and talking over it, okay? So that's the first way, screen recording software. Then talking heads, you're recording your camera and you're kind of getting a little bit more personal with the audience. You're in front of the camera speaking and kind of delegating and talking about things like this. You can also use your phone if you want to. Everybody has a phone nowadays, and everybody's phone records HD video. So if you don't want to spring for a camera, just use your phone, okay? Your phone will take an HD video, and not nobody, but 95 to 98% of your audience is not even gonna realize the difference in visual video quality between your phone and a normal camera, right? So that's a little tip that a lot of people won't tell you. Obviously, I'd recommend getting a camera, and obviously I recommend the Lumix like you've heard, and you'll hear in the next lecture as well. But you really don't need one if you're getting started and you're on a budget, right? You could just use your phone. It's very, very easy to do. And then get a tripod like this, or you can't see the big tripod because it's actually holding the camera that I'm talking to you with, but you can also get a big tripod. And also there's a ring light going around the camera. You can't see that as well, but just keep that in mind. Those are some other things that we'll touch on in the next video, right? So then the final one, so that's 2, right? So you have the screen recording, and then you have the talking head videos, whether it's your phone or your camera that you want to use. That's 2 ways to record. Then you have voiceovers, right? So slides and voiceovers, which actually there's a lot of my courses where I do this. So here's a little clip of me doing this in one of my other courses here on the site. If I do read a finance book in the future that I think is very, very valuable, I will add it to this PowerPoint. That way for new students that come into the course afterwards, there will be another potential book here, okay? So as you can see, it's literally me just using a slide on PowerPoint and doing a voiceover, because I have my screen recording software going, recording PowerPoint, and then I plug my microphone into my computer, and I'm literally just sitting here talking, controlling the slideshow, talking over it. That is, you know, basically doing a voiceover on, you know, you can use PowerPoint, you can use Google Slides, you can do, you know, pretty much presentations on a number of different places. There are a bunch of them. So that's the 3rd way that you can record videos, but I kind of just wanted to touch on that because a lot of people ask me those questions, but those are the 3 main ways that you can record videos, whether you're just putting videos on YouTube and making affiliate revenue that way, or you're, you know, putting courses together like we'll talk about a little bit later on in this course. Obviously, the majority of this course is YouTube affiliate marketing mastery, but another way that you can make money with affiliate marketing and videos for videos that you already have too, right, is turning them into courses. So we'll touch on that a little bit later, but I just wanted to kind of, you know, briefly recap the 3 main ways that you can record. It's talking head, it's voiceovers, and it's screen recording on your computer.